And we learn past truth by using was were, and past habits by using used to, and past possession by using had, and past completed action. We learn past completed action by using V2. Okay,
Yeah.
for example, I ate, I went, I slept, I read. Okay, so by using V2, we can tell past completed action. And past progressive action means past continuous action by using either was or were as a helping verb and ing form of verb. Okay, and today we are going to learn past perfect. Past perfect means past of the past. So what is past of the past means? Imagine that two action took place in the past and you want to tell which action took place first. Okay. So like for example, like two action, like you went to station one action, and before you reach the station, train has left the station. So two action has taken place and you want to tell which action took place first and which action took place later. So the action which took place first, you use had for that. For example, train leaving the station is the first action and you reaching to the station is second action. Okay, so I will turn on my camera so that you can see me. Okay, so two action took place. You went to station. Imagine that you reached the station at 9:15 and 9 o'clock train left the station. So two action took place. Now you want to tell two action and you want to tell which action took place first. So train leaving the station at 9 o'clock and you reaching the station at 9:15. So before I could reach the station, the train had already left. You're getting?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, past of the past means past perfect tense means two action or more than two action took place and you want to tell which action took place first and which action took place later. See, past completed means only we can tell like I ate, I went, train left. So means some action is finished and over. But when we want to tell sometimes like in Hindi, I will give you one example in Hindi. मतलब मेरे वहां पहुंचने से पहले ट्रेन जा चुकी थी. सी लाइक दिस सेंटेंस. मैं ट्रेन चली गई, ये एक सेंटेंस है. ओके, मेरे वहां पहुंचने से पहले ट्रेन जा चुकी थी. तो देखो अभी हम यहाँ पर बोल रहे हैं कि आपका स्टेशन पर जाना एक एक्शन है और आपके जाने से पहले क्या हुआ था वहां पर से ट्रेन जा चुकी थी. तो समटाइम्स वी टेल दैट ओके मैंने आज से पहले ताजमहल कभी भी नहीं देखा. ओके, आई हैव नॉट सीन ताजमहल. ओके सॉरी, बिफोर आई visit to Taj Agra, I had not seen Taj Mahal. Okay, so likewise, two actions. Whenever you want to tell two actions, we use past perfect tense. Clear?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so I will share the screen with you. Okay, so past perfect tense, I will share you what is past perfect tense. See, past perfect tense, you can see the timeline. Okay, I hope you can see the timeline in my screen. So timeline is now. Now means like, no, see, this is the timeline, what you can see here below. So now is 11 o'clock and before this is 10 p.m. and before that is 9 p.m. Okay, so all this 10 p.m., 9 p.m., all this is past time. And now imagine that it is 11 o'clock. So 10, 9, 8, 7, all this is past time. And in past time, two action took place. Okay, the meeting started at 9 and we arrive at 10. Okay, so imagine that you have to attend one meeting and for that meeting you got late. Okay, meeting started at 9 and you reach the meeting hall at 10. So how will you say? You can say meeting started at 9, I arrive at 10. So there is no connection. Okay, when you want to say combinedly two action, you can say when I arrived the office, when I arrived the office, The meeting had already started. Okay, so you arriving to the office is 10 and meeting start timing is 9. So which action took place before? Starting of the meeting action took place before. So whichever action took place before, we use had and V3. Had and V3 to tell which action took place first. Clear?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So now I will give you one situation. Okay. So imagine that uh, you told, you promise your friend to that I will means I will meet you. Okay, I will meet you at 10 o'clock in bus stop. Okay, and you before you reach to the bus stop, your friend has gone already from that place. So how will you say?
When I
Mm-hmm.
arrived at the bus stop,
Mm-hmm.
the friend had
My
gone.
my friend had gone. See, go, went, gone. Gone is third form.
Mm.
Had and third form of verb we have to use. Okay.
Yeah.
Like one more sentence I can say, like, okay, um, when I reached the railway station, the train had already left. Okay, when I reached the station, the train had already left. So like that we can make whenever we want to tell two action and you want to tell which action took place before, so we use past perfect tense. And past perfect tense, what is the formula to tell past perfect tense? Had and V3 form of verb.
V3.
Okay,
Yes.
yes. Okay. Now, for
Yeah.
example, I will give you one more situation. I will tell you in Hindi and you have to tell in
Yes.
English. Okay. तो जब मैं ओके जब तुमने मुझे कॉल किया था, मैं मार्केट जा चुका था.
Uh, when you called me,
हम्म.
I had left the market.
I had gone. I had gone to
Gone,
market.
gone to the market. Yes.
Yes. Okay, so I had already left for market also you can say, or I had gone to market you can say.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Now
Yeah.
you tell me some more sentences like, okay, मतलब मेरे घर पहुंचने से पहले सब सो चुके थे.
When I arrived at the home,
हम्म.
everyone had slept. Slept.
Okay, yes, yes. When I arrived home, arrived the home नहीं आएगा. When I arrived home,
And
everyone
home,
everyone had
arrived home.
slept. Everyone had slept. So we are
Had,
talking about
yeah.
two action and which action took place before.
Mm.
Okay.
First. Yeah.
Now see here. Now you imagine that one more situation. Okay. Now imagine that now it is 9 p.m. and you like you were supposed to watch the means like watch the movie at 7 p.m. Movie will start in the theater at 7 p.m. Okay, but you reach the theater at 8 p.m. So how will you say the sentence in English? Like movie starting time is at 7 p.m.
When
and you reach the theater at 8 p.m.
when when I arrived at movie theater, the movie at 9 p.m. movie had already started in 7 p.m.
Okay, so just don't tell the timing. Okay, when I arrived the theater,
Okay.
the movie had already started.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
it is little complicated
Yeah.
tense, but I'm many times we tell this type of situation sentence. Okay, we tell this type
Yeah.
of sentence many times, so we should know which
Yeah.
tense we use. For this tense, we call it as past perfect, past of the past.
Yeah.
Okay, so now see second sentence we will say had, like had started the action which took place first. You tell had and V3 form of. But the first sentence means the action that took place next, we use past simple. That is V2 form of verb. Like see, when I arrived, arrived is second form. Arrived, first form, arrived, second form. Okay. When I reach.
Mm.
Okay. So likewise,
Reach.
always
Mm.
the next sentence should be in past simple and the
Reach.
before action should be in past perfect. Like, see,
Yeah.
when we arrived, the movie had started. So the action that took place before should follow had and V3. Okay. The action that took place
Yeah.
later should follow V2 form of verb.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does this tense allow us to do? That past simple did not allow us to do. What it did is, it allow us to show or talk about two or more things that happened in the past, and we want to show which of those things happened first in the past. Okay, either two
Yeah.
things or more than two things could have happened, and we want to tell which of the action took place first and which action took place later.
Yeah.
Okay, so for that, subject can be any subject: I, we, you, they, he, she, it, had, and V3 form of verb. For example, I had worked, we have worked, you have worked, they had worked, he had worked, she had. So any subject had and V3 form of verb.
Yeah.
Okay, and for negative, had not and V3 form. Negative, like for example, uh, he had gone. Okay, when I reached the bus stop, my friend had already left the station. Okay, this is positive. Negative, when I reached the station, my friend was still waiting. He had not left the station. Had not.
We have.
Okay,
Yeah.
so just नेगेटिव के लिए हम had के साथ में not लगाएंगे.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and क्वेश्चन के लिए हम had से सेंटेंस स्टार्ट करेंगे. Okay, had plus subject, any subject, I, we, you, they, he, she, it, and V3 form of verb. For example, had I worked late night yesterday? Okay, had he gone before I come? Okay, so likewise,
Okay.
had you informed me before this? So likewise, we can start the question also.
Okay.
Okay, so one example I could say, imagine that in your house guests are coming. Okay, in your house guests are coming, and before guests come, okay, guest coming to home is the last action. Before guest coming to home, what action took place? You clean the house, you prepared some dishes for them, you order some pizza for them to eat. Okay, so all that action took place before. So how will you say in English? Before the guest arrived, past simple. Okay, because that guest
Yeah.
arriving is the last action. Before the guest arrived, or when the guest arrived, we had cleaned the house. We had cleaned the house means he had and V3 form. Cleaned. Okay, so V3 form of verb. We had cleaned the house, we
Okay.
had ordered pizza, and we had made the desserts.
Yeah.
Clear? Okay, so instead of we had cleaned the house, we had ordered pizza, we had made the dessert, three things we did now. So one had we can say, and rest of the action in V3 form we can say. For example, before the guest arrived, we had cleaned the house. Had we have used one time, we had cleaned the house,
Yeah.
ordered pizza, and made dessert.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, now next example. By the time Ram moved to Canada, okay, so by the time when he moved to Canada, before that, what action he did? He had graduated from the university, he had learned English, he had worked as a teacher. So by the time Ram moved to Canada, he had graduated from university, learned English, and worked as a teacher.
Yeah.
Okay, so see here, now when I left home, I had already had breakfast. Okay. So sometimes had can come two times in this. Okay, one had is for formula had and another had is of eating something. Okay, so it is
Yeah.
natural. Don't panic like two times had is coming like okay. So like for example, when I left home, I had already had breakfast. Okay, I had breakfast. I had breakfast means before something. Okay, before you ask me, I had
Yeah.
my breakfast. Okay. Before we moved, we had already sold the house. Now imagine that you move to another city or another country, and before you move, what before we move, what action we have done? We had already sold the house. When she arrived home, okay, somebody when she arrived home, she had heard the news yet. Okay, she had not heard the news yet. At that time, I joined the company. I had been a salesperson for 5 years. Okay, so before joining to the company, what job I was doing? I was doing as a salesperson. I was working as a salesperson. So at the time I joined the company, I had been a salesperson for 5 years. Okay. Now he had lived in New York since 2018. Okay. Okay. Before they visited the US, they had never seen snow. Okay. We had just had lunch when our friend dropped in. All these are some examples I'm telling.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you have to tell me, fill in the blanks. Okay, before the plane took off, the passengers find their
Had
seats.
to. Yeah.
Before the plane
Had
took
to.
off, the passengers had
Had to find their seat.
found, had found their
From.
seat. Okay, find is
The
first
seat.
form. We want V3 form.
Yeah.
Okay, found is V3 form. Before the plane took off,
From.
the passengers had found their seat. Okay, had switched off their phone, had buckled their
Buckled.
seats. Okay, clear? Can you tell me this
Yeah.
sentence? Can you tell me this sentence? Before the plane took off, the passengers.
Before found had found their seat, had
Okay.
switched off their phone, had
Hmm.
buckled their seatbelt.
Okay. So now tell in one go. Like don't use had all time. One had
Yeah.
and rest of the thing. Like tell like that.
Yeah. Before the plane took off, the passenger found their had found their seat, switched off their phone, buckled their
Very
seatbelts.
good. Very good. Very good. Perfect. Okay. By the time we go home, the ice cream melt. Okay. The ice cream melt. It stopped snowing before we land. It stopped
That's
snowing.
the
It had stopped snowing before we
so
land. It had stopped
yeah,
before we land. Okay. Before the
the
babysitter arrived, the kids go. Go is the action word.
go
Yes.
was had go
Had
to the
gone.
bed,
Had gone to the okay before the
gone,
babysitter arrived, the kids had gone to bed,
gone,
but
but had not
had
goes
not
to
gone to sleep.
gone to
Had
sleep.
not gone to sleep. Okay, so before the
Yeah.
babysitter arrived, the kids had gone to bed, but they had not gone to sleep. Okay, so sometimes we use this kind of sentence.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you see, can you read out this first point number one?
Talking about experience before another event. I had never seen the Taj Mahal before I visited Agra.
Okay, so you visited to
She had
Agra.
never
Okay, no,
eaten.
understand this one sentence line. You went to Agra. That means You visited to Agra. This visiting Agra is the action. Okay. And what action took place before? Means before you visit the Agra, you had never seen the Taj Mahal.
Very simple.
ओके मतलब
Okay.
ताज आगरा जाने से पहले मैंने इसके पहले कभी भी ताजमहल नहीं देखा था. ओके. So that means you are telling one experience. Okay, I had never seen Taj Mahal before I visited Agra. Okay. She had never eaten sushi before last night. Many times we tell ना मतलब आज के पहले मैंने इतना टेस्टी खाना कभी भी नहीं खाया. Likewise, okay, I had not eaten this tasty food before today. Okay, so that means आज के पहले I had not eaten. Okay, negative sentence. मैंने ऐसा टेस्टी खाना नहीं खाया. Getting me?
Yeah.
Okay, so explaining why something happened, like for example, he was tired. Okay, he was tired. This is one action. वो
So,
tired था. क्यों tired था? Because he
because
had worked all day.
work all day.
Okay, he was tired because he had worked all day. Okay, they were late because
Yes.
they had missed the train. Why they
Not
were late?
because
Because they had missed the train.
they have
ओके सो मतलब वो लेट हो गए क्योंकि उन्होंने बस मिस कर दी, उन्होंने ट्रेन मिस कर दी. सो एक एक्शन के पहले दूसरा एक्शन हुआ था. क्लियर?
yeah. Yes.
सो दिस इज वेयर हाउ वी यूज पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस. ओके स्टॉप. सो पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस इज क्लियर टू यू?
Yes.
ओके तो आप मुझे नेक्स्ट क्लास में 10 past perfect tense के examples देंगे. Okay, you have to write past perfect tense. When I tell yes, it is okay, then I want you to record a video, okay, stating past perfect tense.
Yeah.
You have to explain what is
Okay.
past perfect tense. Past perfect tense is the past of the past. Okay, when we want to explain
Past.
more than two action and we want to tell which action took place first and which action took place later, we use past perfect
Yeah.
tense. Okay, and we have to explain 10 examples and you have to record the video.
Yeah.
I want to inform that I did not receive your last videos.
I shared that one.
Okay, you have shared, but you did not inform me. No, you have to
Yeah.
inform me that I have shared.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, just
I
you have
did.
to you have to
Yeah.
tell me that you have
Yeah.
already. Okay,
Okay.
so can we learn 5 vocabulary words today?
Yes.
Okay, so past perfect tense, you have to practice 5 sentence. Okay, okay. Last class we learned what? Up to massive, na?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
learn we learn gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Okay, we learn
Yeah.
gorgeous, very beautiful. We learn hideous,
Hideous.
very ugly, and we learn massive,
Yes.
very big. Okay, so yes, can we this very small? Okay, whenever you want to tell very small,
Yeah.
we can replace very small with tiny. Tiny. The puppies are
Yeah.
tiny. Okay, the newborn puppies was so tiny, it fit in the palm of my hand. She wrote her name in tiny letters at the bottom of the page. Even a tiny cracks in the glass can lead a bigger problem later. So tiny means something very small, very minute. Brilliant. Okay, very smart, brilliant. Einstein is often remembered for his brilliant ideas. He came up with a brilliant solution to the problem that no one else had considered. The student had a brilliant presentation on the impact of the climate change. Okay, so brilliant, you can say very smart. Okay, brilliant. Somebody came up with a brilliant idea. I have one brilliant idea. Okay, he means he's remembered for his brilliant ideas. Okay, so likewise we can use brilliant. Brilliant means very smart.
Yes.
Okay, very stupid. Somebody is very stupid. Okay, either our friend circle, our brother, our siblings, somebody does a stupid action. Okay, so we can call that stupid, very stupid, idiotic. Okay, idiotic. It was an idiotic decision to go hiking without checking the weather. Means it was very stupid idea to go for hiking without checking the weather. So very stupid idea. It was an idiotic idea. It was an idiotic decision to go hiking without checking the weather. I made an idiotic mistake by forgetting my keys at home. Okay, so I made a stupid mistake. I made a blunder. I made a very big mistake. So instead of very big or very stupid things, I did an idiotic mistake by forgetting my keys at home. His idiotic behavior got him into trouble with his boss. So idiotic behavior means very stupid behavior. Okay, so sometimes
Yes.
very stupid we can replace with idiotic. Very tired, sometimes we will be very tired now. So very tired, exhausted. Exhausted. After running the marathon, I was completely exhausted. Okay, I am tired. Tired is okay. थका हुआ हूँ. बहुत ज्यादा थका हुआ हूँ. Exhausted. I am exhausted. Okay. She felt exhausted after working late into the night. The kids were exhausted after a full day at the amusement park. Okay, so sometimes we want to we want to say मैं बहुत थका हुआ हूँ. I am exhausted. Okay, मतलब after doing my entire day household chores, now I am exhausted. Clear? What we learned today? Today we learned idiotic, very stupid,
Time.
idiotic,
Yeah.
very smart, brilliant,
Brilliant.
very small, tiny.
Time.
Okay,
Exhausted.
tiny, brilliant, idiotic, exhausted. Okay, so this many words is enough for today. So that I will give you the recording. So from recording you can get this.
Yeah.
Okay. So is today's class clear to you, Mohammed? आज की क्लास आपको
Yeah. Yeah.
क्लियर है? ओके. पास पास
Yes.
परफेक्ट टेंस,
Yeah.
जब भी हमको पास के दो एक्शन बताने होते हैं और पास में कौन सा काम पहले हुआ कौन सा काम बाद में हुआ, सो वी यूज पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, जब मैंने तुम्हें कॉल किया तुम वहां से जा चुकी थी. ओके, जब मैं तुम्हें लेने आया तुम वहां पर नहीं थी. सो लाइकवाइज व्हेन वी टेल टू एक्शन वी यूज पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस.
Yeah.
Okay, so is any
Yes.
doubt, any question you have so that I can answer you?
No. No. No.
Okay, how you're finding the classes, Mohammed? Are you finding the classes helpful, useful?
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
Okay, whatever you are learning, are you practicing? Are you, somewhere you are applying in
Yeah.
your real life?
Yeah. That past everything I'm using in currently in conversation was and where. That
Hmm. Okay, so
it's in my
try,
mind when I'm talking.
yes, try like making many more sentence. आपको क्या करना है? आपको राइट लिख कर प्रैक्टिस करनी है. You have to think, you have to
Yeah.
write down, and you have to speak. Okay, make मतलब अभी alone now you practice alone by your own. Okay, so when you are confident
Yeah.
using alone, then at that time you can go and converse with your friends.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, can I wind the class if you have no
Yeah. No.
question?
Thank you. Yeah. No.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.